part 2 of the lock-in. Narine.
Hello.
You got a story about the police again.
I do. Can I do it in my news reporter voice?
You go on then.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go on, do the intro. Do the music.
I don't watch the news, is that accurate?
Alright, thanks, Sean.
Can you get on with the story?
I'm waiting for him to finish.
Okay.
Hello. Okay, welcome to the news. Yes. Downing Street police pawn arrests. Armed police from the Diplomatic Protection Group responsible for guarding Downing Street are being investigated over allegations that they swapped hardcore porn on their smartphones on duty. So that's the story.
I'm sure a newsreader wouldn't have been going like that.
I couldn't read my handwriting.
Coherently done it to the camera.
No.
It's like
What
having Trevor
happened?
McDonald
Armed
in the
police
room.
officers
Let
have
Narine
been
finish
swapping
his story.
hardcore porn. They would have done it like that.
Calm. You flinched, did you see that? Calm.
Go on, tell us the story.
Well,
I've got a semi on.
a semi-on. Sean, right? Imagine you're a policeman, right?
No.
Just imagine.
No.
Right? So just think, you're a
Hello,
policeman.
hello.
Right. So you see a hot
uncanny.
totty walking across the road,
Hot
right?
toddy. Oh.
And so
A lady.
Yeah. So a lady. Sorry, feminists. So basically, you get a bit of a semi-on, right?
I've got a bit of a semi on.
So what you do, you need to relieve yourself. So
I
you
need
get
to
your-
relieve myself.
Yeah. So you get your iPhone
Get my
out.
truncheon out.
And then you start sort of like looking on your phone for hardcore porn.
But do you think they should be doing it on duty? That's the whole point.
But that's the thing, because if they get a hard on during duty, then they need to let it out, don't they?
Is that
The
an
long
excuse?
arm of the law.
I just think, why not? We're humans at the end of the day.
Well-
Let them jack off each other. Let them do it. I just think it's unfair.
Do you think so?
And I'll get a free
Do you
view
think-
as well.
Do you think
Because it wasn't anything. It was hardcore porn. It wasn't anything illegal, allegedly.
Well, apparently it was extreme porn.
Yeah, I
It was
don't-
reported as extreme porn.
Were they doing like somersaults?
Well,
and
what is
everything?
extreme porn? You know,
Up a mountain?
it's more than missionary, isn't it?
On a surfboard.
69.
I mean, what isn't extreme? Let's discuss this. What
Okay.
isn't extreme? The missionary is probably porn, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's mainstream porn? Missionary,
Scat.
Organic
blowjobs.
yogurt.
Scat is going to be extreme, isn't it?
Yes.
But missionary,
Scats is not.
blowjobs, you know.
Cowgirl, cowboy,
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. That's mainstream, isn't it? So what isn't mainstream?
man and horse.
What's extreme porn?
Yeah.
beast-
Man and horses, definitely.
Bestiality.
We're back to you.
Putin. We're back to Putin. A tin full of
One man and his dog.
Vladimir
But do you know
Putin.
David Cameron, didn't he have a meeting, like a Cobra meeting, to discuss water sports and stuff?
I heard.
Water sport.
He was talking about the water sport. Was it? It was
flood-
this week.
Oh,
Was
the
it flood?
flooding. Yeah. I don't think it was actually about water sports.
Oh, I thought,
I heard he'd had a Cobra meeting to discuss Indian beer.
Really?
Did he?
Sponsored by Cobra.
You know about Cameron's speech.
Now, Cameron's speech, that was a very Churchillian speech actually, about Scottish independence or the impending chance of Scotland leaving the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Now, David Cameron's speech was wonderful. I actually listened to it. Phrase like, just 7 months to save the most extraordinary country in history.
Well, are they talking about Scotland?
The UK generally.
Oh, right, okay.
Now, apparently,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he appealed to the Scottish people not to leave the United Kingdom because it would diminish everyone. People of England, Wales, and Northern Ireland must rise up together and defeat this nationalist frenzy.
Did he say some of his best friends were Scottish?
He did.
Because that usually works.
Did he
really
mention
well.
Gordon Brown?
Mr. Gordon Brown, of course, yeah, and other people. But recent polls now say that the support of independence is actually growing among Scots.
Really?
Now, Sean Connery, you know Sean Connery, Sir Sean.
Yeah.
Is he Sir now?
Sir Sean. Sir Sean. He says
Sean.
has always said he would leave the Bahamas and turn to
I will leave the
Scotland.
Bahamas.
If Scotland never get independent, he must be shitting himself
Scotland
tonight.
gain independence.
Yeah.
I will be shitting myself.
Yeah, funny you say that because apparently he sent me a personal memo.
I'm sending you a personal memo.
Yeah,
Really?
he's in a statement to me because I'm a journalist, you
I'm
know.
sending you a stick.
Yeah, I'm a journalist. He
You
said-
and Sean go way back.
Now, he's in a
Yeah,
message.
he has to finish his story.
Yeah.
Let Yasha finish his
In
story.
response to David Cameron's speech, his call to arms, this country, to keep this country united.
Yeah.
He said, following the Prime Minister's statement, and being the only actor in history with the ability to successfully portray a character of any nationality using exactly the same fucking accent, I take an active role in politics as a member of the Freedom Party, which tries to free the people of a small race on the moon from the oppressive spectre I now run my own massively successful website, www.scottornot.com, receiving over 100,000 hits a day and being sucked off by groupies. Only the penitent man will pass. Just call me Dr. Yes. He sent this off to all the newscasters.
Why did he sound like Putin? That's what I know.
He's been living in Bahamas a long time.
Sounded underwater.
So
What was the address of his website?
website. I'll do it again in his accent. www.scottornot.com. Receiving over 100,000 hits a day and being sucked off by groupies.
I hope his real name is Sean. And it's like, no, it's pronounced Sean.
Sean.
Oh, Sean.
Yeah.
No, it's...
But Scotland would never leave the Union for two reasons. I'll tell you. One, if Scotland leaves the Union, they'll be faced with £146 billion debt.
Whoa.
Now, a Scotsman paying for a round of drinks.
You'd have to punch like two grannies for that.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. And secondly, their new monarch, one of 5 people, they can choose 5 people out of a monarch. Sean Connery, of course.
Yeah.
Susan Boyle.
Frankie Boyle.
Billy Connolly. The Crankies.
Well, the Crankies are Scottish.
Crankies are
They're not.
Jeanette.
One of them
One of them Scottish. Lulu.
The boy girl is Scottish.
Or Nessie. Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, yeah.
That's the choice they have. So they'll never leave the Union.
Jerry Sadowitz should be the president of
He'd
Scotland.
be a good president.
You tell everyone to fuck off. That would be
Is he Scottish?
Jerry Sadowitz.
He's Scottish, yeah. What about Mel Gibson?
He bills him. I went to his gig and he introduced himself because he's cheap. He doesn't want to hire someone like me to announce him. And it's like, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Scotland's answer to Frankie Boyle. It's Jerry Sadowitz. And he came on having done his own intro. And I thought, the guy saved a few quid, but he looks cheap.
Now, if he was leader of the SNP, Scotland might get independent sooner than they thought, but not with Alex Salmond.
Alex Salmon.
Alex
Very
Salmon,
expensive.
nice with a bit of cream cheese.
Gravlax.
And some
He
granola.
wants
And
to
a
be the
bagel.
god of Scotland, doesn't he?
He does.
The saviour. He wants to be down in history.
He wants
Scottish
to be
people will
William.
realise they're better off in the Union with the UK. Otherwise, they'll be
Wants to be
subsumed.
William
I was just
Wallace.
wondering, why did he announce himself in third person?
Because he wanted it to sound like he'd employed someone like me who has an announcer's voice
Yeah.
Well, did
to
he,
introduce
though?
him to the stage.
It just sounded like obviously
But
he did his own
he probably
voice.
sent me an
sounded
email.
pretentious.
He probably
Why
sent me an
did-
email
he
like,
said
Sean,
me.
will you introduce me to my offensive comedy show? And I was like, yeah, I'll do it, Jerry, for 200 quid. And he's like, fuck that, you can't, I'll do it myself. And he saved himself 200 quid. Sorry, I used the C word, which is banned. It's censored on this show. I'd like to apologise, but I was using it in an ironic sense. And I was paraphrasing. I was paraphrasing Jerry Sadowitz, the offensive Scottish comedian.
Yes.
Did you have a picture with Jerry Sandwich?
I had a picture with
Jerry
Jerry
Sandwich?
Sadowitz.
What's his name?
Sadowitz.
Sadowitz.
He puts the
Did you
sad
have a
in
selfie with
Sadowitz.
Sadowitz?
I've never had a selfie with any. I've worked with Frankie. I've worked with some very famous Scotsmen. And I've never had a selfie with anyone because I think it's not a very dignified thing to do.
Well, talk about
Sorry
different.
about
You,
that.
you know a story about someone who had a selfie.
It's been a tough year for the selfie. It's existed for like 3 months. Wasn't it one of the new words of the year? Selfie.
It was the word of the year last year in
Yeah.
the Oxford Dictionary.
And already we had the whole thing with Obama and Mrs.
Obama.
Prime Minister and that whole thing at the funeral. And now someone was on a science trip in America and took a selfie with a corpse. It's hey, hashtag having a lovely day. This guy's not.
Dead.
But she put it on Instagram and then she removed it, but somebody took a picture of that and reported it.
Screenshot.
Yeah, but she's actually smiling with a dead body
She
behind her.
put like a lovely kind of sepia filter.
Sepia filter.
But it's kind of, if you go through Instagram and it's someone's lunch, someone's lunch, someone's lunch. Oh, frickin' corpse! Someone's lunch, someone's lunch.
Sepia corpse.
Sepia corpse.
But how low do you have to go to do that? It's like
I
it
think
doesn't
it's
make
more
any-
that, okay, take a picture of a corpse, interesting, surprising, one to show the parents. Well, you need to be in it as well. Just like,
I mean,
hey.
it could have been worse. She could have savelled the corpse, couldn't she?
Yeah,
That's a whole different kind of fish.
That'll be word of the year next year.
He'll hate that.
Savelled.
Tabbled.
Yeah.
Necrophilia.
Yeah.
You were DJs. 1970s.
And speaking of DJs and celebrities, we owe an apology to Mr. Roach, don't we? Yes, sir.
Oh, you mean Ken Barlow?
Ken Barlow.
Gary Barlow.
Gary
Ken
Barlow.
Barlow.
Yeah.
Gary Barlow.
Fine and upstanding man.
Yeah.
Gary.
He did nothing wrong. He got acquitted.
Who said he did? Not me.
Not you. Remember that.
Not me either.
No.
I never thought he was guilty.
was
He was
not-
a guy from.
I did.
He was a guy from Made in Chelsea. What's his name again?
Oh, that
Ball.
Charlie
Bullshit.
Francis, the Valentine expert,
Charlie Bullshit.
Mr. Love.
Mr. Love.
Isn't that a bit like going to the Lenin Mausoleum in Red Square, Moscow, and having your photo taken with the mummified corpse of Vladimir Ilyich Lenin?
Yeah, but
the great communist leader.
Yeah, but
from the October Revolution.
I thought that was
but
Damien
1917.
Hirst.
But the thing is, they want a picture with that person because it's part of the actual tour and stuff like that. This was illegally done and then put onto
Is there a law against taking your picture with a corpse? I fear not. There's a law. There's a law going
you
through
made
the
it a
Parliament at the
corpse-
moment about being annoying, which we'll discuss later.
It would make
But-
you a terrible serial killer. Just kind of hashtag another one down.
Yes, sir. Have you heard of a pub called the Sir Jeremy Bentham?
Oh, Jeremy Bentham, you mean the famous Unitarian at UCL?
Yes. And Jeremy Bentham was mummified, wasn't he?
Mummified in 1812.
Yes.
After he died, he left his body to UCL, University College London,
Yeah.
in London.
And not only is he mummified,
Yes.
doesn't he have to be brought into every board meeting of University College
Yeah, he
London?
does.
No.
He has to be
That was in
present.
his will.
He has to be present.
Oh, what a
he left
guy.
the university a load of money, and he said, "I'm going to mummify my corpse. It must be on display in a glass cabinet, and I must be present at every board meeting of
Yes.
the university."
Well, that's the point. He gave permission for him.
it was his dying wish to be
was.
mummified so he could be present at future board meetings, and all the board of UCL are going, "Selfie!" And they've been doing it for years.
I actually did a selfie at the British Museum with a mummified corpse, right?
Yeah, there's-
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, but what happened, right, was the reason why I did it was because, like, I couldn't believe his willy was still there. And
Was
Yes.
it
it was there.
did it have
Everything
rigor
was all-
mortis?
Everything was all
Did
like,
it have a semi-on?
No, didn't they recently find out that
No.
Tutankhamun was buried and mummified with?
An erection.
Yeah,
Really?
But
No,
don't
what
you get
happened-
rigor mortis in your dick? Just doesn't your willy sort of...
I don't know.
I mean, you go stiff when you're dead, don't you?
Yeah, that's true.
So isn't your
Yeah, but
willy
it requires
going to...
blood flow.
What happened was the reason why I took the photograph was because like everything else was all decrepit and all this and like gone. It's like his eyes were gone, his mouth was gone, everything
But his
was
dick
gone.
was still
but
there.
His dick was still there.
Yes.
So it makes me wonder how
Did you
big
leave
was
him
it?
your number?
Can you imagine?
Did
yeah, I
you,
kind
did you
of
straggle him and ride him?
Navin was here. P.S. Here's my number, innit?
Have you
You
tried
go,
those,
Based
"Oh,
in
Pharaoh."
Dagenham.
try those Valentine lines on him
Yeah.
next time you're in the British
But everyone was
Museum?
doing it because I said, look, he's got his knob still, and everyone was like, oh, where? And we were all like taking photographs and selfies. But what the point I was making is that he didn't know he'll end up in the British Museum, did
Yeah.
he? He was in
No, he probably
Egypt.
did. That's probably why.
Yeah.
In his will, it's just
Yeah.
kind of yeah. I
And
want.
if I were there, I would have said, "Hey, Teuton, my place or my place?" And that would have worked.
I want hundreds of school children every day to come in and look at my dead penis.
Hundreds of Japanese following an umbrella.
I prefer Lindell Man downstairs in the Iron Age, who's buried in a bog somewhere in Norway. Now he's more moist.
Who's Lindo, man?
Lindell Man is the body in the bog.
Isn't he leathery?
Leathery. Now he's more tactile to the
It's a
touch.
bit maybe like extreme porn that the police were using. Maybe there were
Yes.
leathery people.
Or
involved.
she's just well preserved
She's
enough to still be
leathery.
attractive.
Yes.
Yes. Bit of necrophilia, leathery, extreme porn.
you know-
Sarge, have a look at this. I'll SMS you.
You know you've got these extreme laws that the police have.
Yeah, isn't it becoming a police state, or is it just me?
It's just you. But go and tell us.
Yeah, well, apparently there's a new law that's gone through the House of Commons, it's now in the House of Lords, and it's going to criminalise being annoying.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God, you are in real trouble.
We're all
He's in
fucked.
deep shit.
I've got an 11-year-old daughter. She'll do life before she's 12. Because if this gets through the House of Lords, the act of annoying someone will be a criminal offence.
Whoa.
Someone will be able to phone 999 and say, "Officer, there's a man, he's annoying me. There's a woman, she's telling annoying jokes. Whatever."
Why did you point in the written there?
Did I point at you?
Yeah, you did.
Hey, whenever you
point.
point the finger, there's 3 pointing back.
But you know,
But-
it's well confusing, right? Because I'll be really embarrassed to ring up someone, go, hi, I'm like reporting a crime, Sean's annoying me.
Yeah.
Sean Rutledge,
And
yeah,
I'd just
can
be
you
going
come
like,
and arrest him, please? He's well annoying. How can I just...
And every
it's
week they'd be
embarrassing.
having your name there, you know.
Yeah, well,
Most wanted man man.
This is why I use pseudonyms. And when I go on the internet now, I don't tweet, in my real name because someone got 20 weeks for saying, I hope you fuck off and die to a feminist from the Feminist Action Network of North Yorkshire, Fanny.
Fanny.
Hashtag irony. And I've completely forgotten what I was talking about.
Just been distracted by Fanny again.
Oh,
Annoying.
annoying.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Somebody got 20 weeks. You forgot what you were talking about. I forgot what.
It's annoying
Welcome to
yourself.
Geriatric Olympics.
We're going to have a policeman beat you up now.
Yeah, but no, seriously. Someone got 20 weeks in jail for being rude to a feminist on Twitter. So, children, if you're on social networks, Facebook, Twitter, use a false name. If you're going to say, if you're going to tell a feminist that she's a fanny, don't do it in your own name. You're going to get locked up. And from now on, well, if this law goes through the House of Lords, just annoying someone can get you jail time. A criminal record, you'll never be able to emigrate to Australia if you've got a criminal
Very
record.
disturbing.
Bizarrely, because in the old days we used to send all the criminals.
So
there.
you'd be trying to apply for a job and it would say, it says here back in 2012 you were annoying.
You were annoying. You're
it was
criminalised, and it's.
I was going through a bad phase.
If you want to be Father Christmas for some extra money, right, in December, because you're skint, like I wanted to be last December, they do a CRB check on you, and they go, oh, hang on, this guy's got form, this guy's got a record, and they're like, oh no,
He's annoying.
This guy's
he's an annoying.
Sean,
Can I say the C word?
Could you not be arrested
The C
for
word.
so if someone reports someone for being annoying, what if that person that's been arrested says actually he's annoying me as well? So then he could.
Well,
could be
no, it doesn't
double
work like that
annoying.
because whoever makes the complaint first, the cops will go with.
He's
Why
the
did
least
he annoy
annoying.
me first?
Because the police will always protect the victim.
They've got
so
dibs.
if you phone up and say, Sean's annoying me, you'll be the victim and I'll be the criminal, right? And if I go, no, officer, she's the most annoying woman, they go, no, I'm afraid, no. They won't listen to anything I say. And you'll go, yeah, he's annoying, yeah.
But what's the evidence to show that you've been annoying? Would there
Well,
be scars?
you just say,
No,
he
mental
annoyed
scars.
me.
Mental scars.
So he's just so annoying, he's just so
It's
annoying.
always sinister.
Can't handle it
And it'll be
anymore.
handcuffs, DNA, photographs. They'll be swabbing the inside of my mouth, collecting my DNA, so my great
I can't wait to see your picture on all the walls and
I'll be in
police
terrible
station.
trouble.
Yeah.
Well, you see, in police states, they use that as a tactic to control your mind, control your thoughts. So you end up just being a zombie. So it's a worrying trend in Britain.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everything that a person is that isn't
Exactly,
annoying
exactly.
is just makes them a zombie.
That
A
means
desire
they're
to
not
eat
comedy,
brains
because
and wander
comedy is
around.
annoying.
The only
But
thing
can
that
you
people
imagine
like.
living in a society where you don't do fucking anything? You don't say anything because you can get 20 weeks for telling a fucking feminist that she should fuck off and die.
Sure.
You can't do anything because somebody might go, oh, that's annoying, I'm going to phone the police.
How much of your day is spent being annoying and telling?
What kind of
That's
society are we going to
1984.
live in? It's worse than 1984.
Huxley's Brave New World.
It's terrible.
It's
you
worse
know,
than
what
that.
kind of fucking world are we living in? Isn't it
Look
annoying?
at the BBC.
It's annoying.
They're trying to control
I'm going to
our
complain. It's annoying the fuck out of me.
And me, annoying me
The
too.
police state is annoying.
And me, let's move.
Maybe you
I'm
should-
also
maybe
here.
you should phone the police about each other.
Maybe we should phone the National Accident Helpline on 0800
Let's do that.
900 9. I've had an accident.
That's
Joe
annoying.
Pasquale's annoying. His voice is annoying.
I hope when they were pitching this law in the House of Commons, it would, just the argument was always just why.
Why?
Well, why do you want
why?
it? Yeah, but why?
Yeah,
You
but
see,
why?
that's annoying, isn't it? Isn't it annoying?
But why?
He's right.
Politicians would be in real trouble.
They
wouldn't
will.
Apart
They'd
from
be like
Godfrey
us.
Bloom, who I think
Who's a living god?
Who's a
Living
wonderful
legend.
politician.
He is. Future Prime Minister of this country, I
You're
think.
a racist.
He had to bring that one in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Godfrey Bloom. God bless him. And all those who bloom
What's
with
happened
him.
what's happened to this great country, mother of parliament?
Bongo, bongo.
Exactly.
Yes.
We're trying to control
Point
our
of
thoughts.
order. Are you Richard III?
Now that is annoying.
That's
That is annoying.
Hardly,
Okay.
yeah, he's annoying me.
I'll
Can
come
you have
quietly.
him arrested, please?
I'll come quietly.
I want to talk about an invention,
Go
by
on.
the way. There's a new invention called, where is it? It's the snore nudging pillow.
Okay.
So basically what happens is that you'll be laying down in bed and the pillow will sort of deflate and
Will it make
inflate.
a noise?
Yeah, just like
a
that.
ring?
Last orders, please.
And it will stop that person from snoring, right? But I think, it shouldn't just stop there in the bedroom. It should be everywhere. It should be like in the cinema or even here. So what will happen?
Like
is we'll
snore
have-
police.
Yeah, we'd have these pillows attached to these chairs, right? And so if anyone tries to annoy or interrupt anyone, you'd get electrocuted.
I like it.
It can even happen in the cinema as
Brilliant.
well. So
That would be fantastic.
That is a better invention
Rustling
than a
with the
snore
popcorn or just saying,
Yeah.
it's the one where he dies at the end.
pillow. It just senses
Texting.
noise.
Texting kids in the cinema.
That could
Why
work.
are you
Yeah.
texting kids?
They've actually invented. They've invented a thing now. It's called a iPhone muff. Not muff.
Muff.
Not muff.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, iPhone muff.
iPhone muff. Fuck.
Is it someone sexy?
iMuff.
iMuff.
iMuff. www.imuff.net.
That's the only thing that I've come up with. Really. That is
Show us your iMuff.
They come up with
Yeah.
a thing with an iMit. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
iMitten.
Yeah, iMitten, and you can put your iPhone in it,
Yeah.
and it's got a plastic sheet
Oh,
so it doesn't
yeah.
get rained on.
Do you know
How
why?
low is society?
Do you know what?
become?
It wasn't rain. That was invented in Canada where they've had minus 30-degree temperatures. And it's so teenagers who are addicted to texting
Yeah.
can walk outside and text. It's a huge thermal mitten with a polystyrene,
It's probably easier just to text inside.
see-through panel. A see-through panel. So you can actually, because if you're in Canada and you can't walk down in minus 30, your hands are going to freeze.
Sure, of course.
But this mitt is invented so Canadian kids can
good.
walk around in the permafrost, minus 30.
Just still sending
going,
texts like, oh, it is well
OMG,
cold.
it's effing cold, LOL.
Can barely use my phone, lol.
Makes sense.
That's about it.
Join us for part 3 of the lock-in after the break.